Hello and welcome to a session sneak peek for our upcoming Get Good at Business virtual summit for entrepreneurs. This event is happening next week on the 17th and 18th. That is Thursday and Friday, 2 days jam-packed with incredible expert speakers dedicated to helping the entrepreneurs and business owners of the world get good at business so they can get back into the heart of why they got into business in the first place. And today I'm joined by one of our amazing speakers, Miss Erin Anderson. Erin, thank you so much for joining us today and for giving us a little bit of a session sneak peek, if you will.
Well, thanks for having me, Taylor. I'm really excited for this. It's going to be awesome.
Definitely. And I'm excited because your session is so unique and I think something so needed for entrepreneurs of the world. It's titled Building the Unbreakable Boundary.
Hmm.
Understand your unique intuitive type. And you are helping kick off the morning of day 2 of this event on the 18th. And in your session description, I love this. You say, in the session, we will dive into your unique intuitive type as well as help you learn how to use it to create boundaries that feel natural so that they're easy and fun to implement. And then I love this part. And then use those boundaries to create more cash in your business.
Yes. Yep. Exactly. Exactly. And because here's the thing, boundaries are not about the distance you keep between another person. They're not taught well at all in society today. And so if you understand what a boundary really, really is, you can start to understand that number one, how it hits on your intuition, how it helps you get clarity, and that's major for your business, and how it helps you make decisions that you don't step out of. And so when we're talking about like an unbreakable boundary, what we're really saying is it's a boundary that you are not willing to break because it's where you keep all of the decision. It's where you keep all of the control. You're not trying to control other people. And that's not what business is here about. That's not why we started business in the first place, right? But we are here to control how we show up in the world, and how we show up in the world directly correlates with what we call in, with what we get. And so if we're saying that we want what if we're saying that we want like a 5-figure month or 6-figure year or 7-figure year, well, that's a boundary, believe it or not. And so when we take a look at how we show up in that boundary, it gives us clarity in what we need to do to create what we say we want.
Oh, I love that. And I'm so excited for your session to dive into that further and help our attendees get good at their intuition and at boundaries, right? As part of
Yes.
getting good at business. I love that. So, of course, Get Good at Business is the name of the summit. It's all about action, tangible strategies, and actionable insights and takeaways that can be applied right then and there. And so, I would love it if you'd be willing to share with us
Hmm.
a time where you taught a client some of the very things you're going to be teaching us in your session and what results your client got from implementing those things.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to be honest with you. Like a lot of my clients have had, and I hate to put like labels on things, but it just helps you understand and conceptualize.
Yeah.
They have a lot of narcissistic relationships,
Mm.
right? Where people have made demands on them or expectations or et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so they don't realize that they're kind of stuck sometimes in this people pleasing mentality, right? And so what my one client found herself in just such a situation. She was making really good money. It wasn't anything about the money at all.
Yeah.
It was about the simple fact that people were demanding that she pay for their lifestyle, like legit. And she kept having that happen more and more and more. And it was driving her absolutely insane.
I imagine.
Right? It was driving her crazy. And as we started doing this boundary process and helping her start like listening to what her intuition was really saying, right? She came down to this one liner, which was, I will not be manipulated. And once she put that in play, it was amazing to see not only how her relationships had to immediately shift, how they had to immediately change, because again, it's not about the walls we put up, it's about changing the response that we get, right? That's up to us. We actually can change that response. So once she changed that response, she started taking that and applying that to her business as well. And even though she was doing great in business, her team started showing up without chaos. Like they started becoming this well-oiled machine. Her clients loved coming back to her, right? Because all of a sudden, instead of like worrying about whether she was being manipulated, she already had the safety net in place. She knew it wasn't a question anymore. It was an absolute knowledge that she didn't have to deal with this stuff. She never had to put the people-pleasing tendencies in place again. And so it was beautiful to watch her transform and see her team step up, her clients step up, her family step up, and the people around her literally had to shift. And naturally because she put in that one boundary.
Oh, that's amazing. And I know there's so many of our audience that's watching this right now going, yeah, not only do I want that, but there's probably some boundaries I could put in place. And I want to learn how to do that. And so I love that you're teaching. Again, the title of your session is Building the Unbreakable Boundary, Understanding
Mhm.
Your Unique Intuitive Type. And I love that. That's amazing. So, also, for those of you watching, you want to come so you can participate in Erin's amazing session, but also you want to come because she's an expert at what she does, right? She's been helping female entrepreneur and business owners heal their unresolved trauma and stress so they can create more cash flow for the last 12 years. So by attending this event, you get to virtually, if you will, rub shoulders with Erin, be able to talk to her in the chat and engage with her, and also participate in her incredible session. So again, you want to make sure you join us for this live. And Erin is speaking on April 18th, which is our morning of the second day of this event. But if you attend live, you also have the chance to win something incredible. Erin, why don't you share with us what one lucky live attendee has the chance to win from you?
Yeah, absolutely. So I love going into people's boundaries and like what is their intuition telling them, how to understand your intuition, right? And what is that type of intuition? Like I love doing that kind of stuff. And so I love doing sessions with my clients. And so I'm giving away two free 2-hour VIP sessions where we're going to dive into your unique intuitive types. We're going to dive into your boundaries, what kind of results you're wanting to see, and where the disconnect is, and how to bridge the gap. And so we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of this with you specifically.
Yes. So excellent compliment to the session, taking it to the next level for you personally as an attendee if you are that lucky winner. But you have to come live to be able to win, to be in Erin's space and to participate in her session. So I know you're watching this and you're going, okay, I'm ready. I want to learn how to do this. I want to get good at business. I want to set these unbreakable boundaries. How do I do it? You're going to go to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com. That is summit.getgoodatbusiness.com. And you can go there and register for your ticket. But we have an extra surprise for you because if you say that Erin, that's her right here on this call, who is sharing with us this session sneak peek. If you say that Erin is the one who referred you to attend the summit, you can get your ticket for free.
Woohoo!
And that's what we want. We want you to come to this event without the pressure, without any of that, to be able to come learn and actually connect with our speakers, learn from them, and ultimately get good at business. So again, go to summit.getgoodatbusiness.com, type in Erin is the one who referred you, and you can get your tickets for free. So Erin, thank you so much for joining us today and giving us this presentation preview. I'm so excited for your session and I can't wait for the event. So thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks so much for having me, Taylor.
Absolutely. And for those of you watching, Erin and I will see you at the event.
See you guys.